not. There we go. Hello everyone. I am Nancy Thompson with Create with Nancy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Skaneateles, New York, which is the jewel of the Five Finger Lakes here in New York. So anyways, we are doing a fun fold today with the Pick of the Patch bundle. So if you're hopping on, if you're catching this live, come on in and say hello. Let me know where you're from if you're new to my channel. And if you are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you can get notified for the next video. Okay, so we are, as I said, hi Shirley, welcome. We are doing a fun fold today with the, let me grab it here, with the Pick of the Patch bundle. I love this. It's got the cutest little pumpkins. This is one of my, actually, I think it's my favorite pumpkin bundle Stampin' Up! Has had to date because it coordinates with this punch. I love it. So it makes it easy to punch out those pumpkin images, and I love that it's got two different shaped pumpkins as well. So we use this Wednesday on my Facebook Live, and you can see the video here as well from Wednesday. Let me think, it's episode 214. You can check that out, where we just did a simple and easy card, which was this. This is what we did on Wednesday, so it was very simple. So if you didn't have the stamp set and only could have the punch in your, that was in your budget, I showcased how you could do, just punch the pumpkins. And we ran it through an embossing folder and then added some color to it with a blending brush to kind of make those pumpkins pop a little bit more, to add the texture in it. So you could get away with just doing the pumpkin builder punch if that's all that you had in your budget. Okay, or you get the bundle and have fun with them both. So, okay, let's get going because I've got a fun fold, and it's really an easy fun fold. And we're gonna go with non-traditional. We're gonna go with vanilla, a vanilla base, but with some traditional, maybe I think traditional colored pumpkins. I don't know, or it could be non-traditional colors. You guys can decide. So let's see. Let's go to my desktop here. Hi Donna, welcome. Okay, so yeah, what am I doing first? So we're using, again, the Ink Botanical designer paper. It's a perfect for these autumn cards to use this, especially since the All About Autumn paper and the mini is on back order, or well, it's unavailable right now. It'll be back towards the end of October, unfortunately, but it's sweet. But this is a great alternative to use. So we're going to create our fun fold with this Countryside Corner die. Okay, it is the largest of the dies. Okay, you could make it a little smaller if you wanted to, but I like the bigger die. So we're going to use that, and that's what's going to make our fun fold. You know, and I'm thinking we've kind of done this before, but with a smaller, one of the smaller ones. So let's zoom out a little bit there for you. Okay, so we're going to grab our platform here. And what did I say? We're going to do vanilla. So we're going to use a full half sheet, okay? And so I've taken a half sheet here and just fold it in half. So 5.5 by 8.5, okay? And let's make sure you guys can see this. So give it a nice crisp. So what you're going to do, here's our fold right here, and we're going to catch the edge of the inside of this die. So I just kind of set it up there, and I just bring it down till I can feel, you know, so the inside of the metal here of the die is just resting against that fold, okay? And then we're going to cut it out. It's that simple. All right, so let's just trim it or cut it out. Hi, Colleen, welcome. Okay, it goes through really easy. Okay, so that is that, and we're going to switch platforms here, and we're going to bring in the platform I need to emboss with, okay, which is plate 1. And we're going to use a 3D embossing folder, which is going to tell you plate 1 and plate 4. Okay, let's put this away, okay, and set that aside, and let's do this. Okay, so here's what we've done. So see how it's by resting it against that, I haven't die cut that edge, so you can create your fold that way. It's a great way to use your dies. I mean, it could just be tiny and small, whatever way you want. Okay, so we're going to use the Distressed 3D embossing folder. This is new in our mini catalog, and I love this. Distressed Tile, I think is what it's called. And I'm just putting the edge right up along the fold, okay? And then you just have to put it in your machine sideways, okay? Long ways. And then just roll it through. That's all you need to do. All right, so there we go. Whoops, that was loud. All right, so we're done with the machine. So let's just move that out of the way and that platform out of the way. And here's where the magic happens. I love this folder. Look how pretty that is. Let me just mute my phone. Sorry about that. There we go. All right. So let's just give this, I always like, if I need to burnish this fold again, I always like to put the emboss piece down and then burnish it that way. And the inside is pretty sweet as well. You can go either way. So there's the inside and here's the textured side. It's a really, you know, you could even add some color on this if you wanted to. Okay, so we are going to, so I've got a couple different patterns here. So we've got leaves and we've got these flowers here, right there, and this one. I'll give you 3 choices. So what do you guys think? The leaves, the flowers, or the polka dots, okay? While you're thinking about that, I'm going to, I gotta make sure I've got this here. We're gonna need a very vanilla base as well to go with this. And anybody got any preferences? Okay, so I was going to stamp some pumpkins while you guys are deciding. So we've got leaves, flowers, or polka dots here. Okay. Let's stamp some pumpkins. I wanted to do some pool parties. See what you guys think, because I've already got some crushed curry, calypso coral, and petal pink already stamped. And I need to clean my stamp here. The leaves, lovely embossing. Thanks, Colleen. Shirley says the leaves. Anybody else got a preference? Okay, there we go. So let's, I'm going to stamp some pool party here. I'm going to go once and another one. Okay. And yeah, I like that. Okay, so what I love about this punch is you can punch, this is a little bit bigger than what piece of scrap that I use, but it's what I have. So you can just push it in upside down, and if you need to turn it sideways, I like to just kind of get it what I think centered, give it a gentle squeeze, and then if I need 2 hands, then I can punch it some more. Okay, look at that pool party. I don't know, I think you see like a lot of these different colored pumpkins around nowadays. Okay, so the dots, the leaves. Okay, we've got 2 leaves. We're going to go with the leaves. All right, and I'm hopefully going to share more samples with the rest of these. Okay. Okay, so I have my designer paper is, I got to think now, 3 3/8 by 5 1/8. Okay. So we're going to mount it on some pool party that's 4 inches by 5 1/4. Okay. So let's do that. Let's do Oh, I did the flowers. Hang on. We're going to do the leaves. That's the way my day is. Okay, I wanted to try to upload a picture. I think I'm scatterbrained today because we have more chickens added to our nest. Oh, Lordy. Yes. Call us crazy, right? I think there's 15 that arrive. I'm not quite sure the exact count. I got to ask Mary Pat how many. And because I wanted to share some pictures of them. So I'll have to post that later. I took pictures, but when I went to upload a photo, it wasn't ready to sync yet to my device. Okay, so we got the leaves on Petal Pink cardstock. And then we're going to, we did our vanilla, okay? We're going to simply put this on here. This does just kind of like, it doesn't leave it, much room, but you need it for the space of the pumpkins because I don't think the smaller one would really work. Let me just grab that because I think the smaller one is just, the next size down is too little. I don't know, maybe it could. Let's see if our pumpkins fit in here. One, because I feel like the designer paper doesn't show off very much. I guess they could overlap. Or we kind of go like this, make it a little whimsical. And they could overlap a little bit. Let's cut it down, okay? Let me just cut this down. And let's see, because I think I want to showcase that paper a little bit more. Okay, bear with me, guys. All right, so even though we've already embossed it, I think this will be fine. This will work. If not, I think I have a backup just in case. This is called creating on the fly. Okay, so let's do that. So it did take off a little bit there. And let's move that out of the way. Okay, now that really showcases our designer paper a little bit more, don't you think? Okay, let's move that out of the way. And so here's your next question. What color pumpkin should we use? So we've got that. So this is Petal Pink, Pool Party, Crushed Curry, or Calypso. I'm thinking these three. What do you guys think? That one's bold. But then again, I don't know. The Calypso is really bold. What do you think about those three? Anybody got any? Which one should we get rid of? That might be the question to ask. Out of the four colors, which one should we get rid of? And while you guys are doing that, I'm going to punch some, I've already pre-punched pre-stamped some of the stems. And I simply used a little tiny scrap. There we go. Looks great. That looks great the way it is. Okay, Shirley. And I've already pre-stamped Harvest of Blessings on a 1/2-inch strip of crumb cake. That's going to go right there. Yeah, I think we're going to have to like squeeze them together a little bit. I think that one like that. Okay, so let's add, we're going to go simple. Yes, the other day I showed how to use liquid glue and our silicone mat on Wednesday, how you can put a little bit in there and just dab your liquid glue, or you could take a mini glue dot and just, I gotta find them. Let's do that. Put a mini glue dot on this, right in the center, and that'll be easy to, less mess, right? I think I need to, and then lots of times I just fold this in half, like give it a little crease there so I know where the end of my glue dots are. Whoops. Okay, so agreed, Donna. Dark orange goes bye-bye. So that one, the Calypso. Okay, Donna. Thank you. And Colleen. Use the 4 paler ones. Okay, good job, guys. Okay, so we've got Calypso and Pool Party and the Crush Curry. And a lot depends on how well your ink pad is inked. I think my Petal Pink might be a little dry. Same with my Crush Curry. I don't know. Okay, so before we do that, we're going to do a little stamping, okay? Let's stamp on the inside here. So I have, what do I have? What color was this? I think I cleaned it. I think we're going to go, since we're not using Calypso, let's put the Calypso on the inside. I love this little guy right here. And Petal Pecan Pie was for the stem. Let's stamp that. Isn't that cute? He's so cute with that big stem sticking up. And then we'll take some pretty peacock. So this is where the non-traditional comes in, right? And, oh, rats. Let's see if we can fix this. Must be, there's a little bit of ink there. There we go. Huh, look at that. Whew. Okay, so we've got that. So I think that's good for stamping. And we can add this to our card front here. So let's add some liquid glue. It's kind of a fun card. And I'm going to use my grid paper here because I want it about a 1/2 inch up from the bottom, I think. Yep. And that will help me line up my grid. There we go. Okay, so we've got 3 pumpkins. I think that one in the middle. So let's add some dimensionals on the back of these guys, or do I want to just kind of like, maybe I'll just kind of like adhere them together a little bit. Maybe I just go like this. I'm a visual, I gotta look on here. This is what happens when I step outside the box. And this is going to go here. I'm thinking maybe just dimensionalize the center one. What do you guys think? Very cute little pumpkin guy, I know. Okay, let's just dimensionalize the center, I think. Give that some height. Move that out of the way. Put that down. And then put some dimensionals on this. There we go. Okay, I think I like that. We're going to put this on a piece of Very Vanilla cardstock, and there's our message right there. That's what our fun fold is. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. I mean, you could use a piece of colored cardstock. I don't know, I've got vanilla cut. I think the vanilla looks okay. This is just 1/4 inch, so 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. We're putting that on. Oh my goodness, I'm struggling today. There we go. Okay, so let's do our greeting next. And I have some strips here. So let's see, we're gonna do this. I don't know, I think I want a contrast. think the Lost Lagoon. We'll pull that in. So we're going to just add some glue, and I'm going to just put down on here. You could pre-measure this if you wanted to. And then I'm going to pull in. If you have like any type of punch that creates an angle, this is perfect for flagging the ends of your cardstock, okay? And this is a retired punch, but I still love to use it because it makes a perfect flagged end. And we are almost done. So these are little strips that were left over when I was cutting the cardstock. So, so it made it easy. Okay, so let's add dimensionals. Okay, you love it? All right, different card, love it. It is totally different, isn't it? Look for some news really soon. October 7th, it's a Saturday, and it is World Card Making Day. So we're going to be celebrating World Card Making Day, and I will be sharing some news about a special stamping event. It's all about making and sending cards. So we're going to have fun. So I hope you can bookmark that day on your calendar and come join me and others as we make a ton of cards together, and just have some fun. So we're going to finish this off with some linen thread, and let's see, and then we have to decide. I've got two types of jewels out. We've got these sequins right here that's got gold, copper, silver, and I don't know, it's like a bronze, I guess, or some basic rhinestone jewels, okay? They're always a go-to. So, what do you think? And then I'm thinking these. Let's see, where are we going to put this? I think off here to the edge. I had it in the middle, but I think we're going to go to the edge here, in between those last two pumpkins. So I'm using my stash. Remember I told you the other day I tied a whole bunch of linen bows. There we go. And what do you guys think? All right. I love it, and I can't wait to send this to somebody. There you go. I have a bunch of thank you notes I need to do. Okay, so let's do this. I'm thinking, so lots of times I pull out this plastic sheet and I just kind of lay it over to kind of get a feel, you know, definitely not this. I think gold might be too much. I'm thinking these. Let's go with this. All right, I'm not asking your input, right? All right, so let's just sprinkle a couple of these on. I gotta think. I'm so bad at this. Let's put one there, and then there's tiny ones. Let's go like this. Two small ones, like right here. Here we go. I wonder if this should come down here. You try to create a triangle in some way, all right? And if you have trouble sliding, I just give it a little curl. You know, remember I showed you the other day how to do that slide opening. All right, there we go. And do I have an envelope? I do, but I need to, it doesn't really go with this, but I mean, it's the paper, but I guess it could be okay. I'll maybe pull out a different one. So I've already put the paper on this one. And I have a cute little scrappy card that I'm gonna share with you on the next newsletter as well. So, which hopefully I will get done. So there we go. Do you love it? Okay, I'm so glad you do. I just think they're sweet. These pumpkins are just simply adorable, but I think we need a different envelope. I guess I could have stamped on the envelope too, so maybe I'll finish up the front with something on there. So, Okay, everybody. I so appreciate you joining in. There's subscribe to my newsletter at createwithnancy.com/subscribe. And if you love any of this stuff, there's the September host code. And I was just making up my thank you gifts. I don't know if I have, do I have them here? Let me think here. It's these. These are the thank you gifts when you place a $50 order. This is just some of them. It's a card kit that you're going to get for 4 cards. It's a variety of colors that will be in your kit. Okay. So let's see. Anything else? So come join me again next Wednesday. I'm having trouble streaming to both YouTube and Facebook. So I haven't quite decided which one I'm going to choose come next Wednesday at 3 o'clock. It could just be Facebook unless it works itself out between now and then. But I just checked today and it is still one choice only. So I can't multi-stream right now to both places. But I'll upload, if I do Facebook, I'll upload it to YouTube later in the day. Okay? All right, thanks so much for joining me, and I'll be back next Friday as well here on YouTube.